An enormous gecko once lived on the island we now call Bali, in a jungle dense with flowers and vines. Gecko's jungle had so many insects he hardly had to move to find his supper. When a mosquito buzzed by his banyan tree, he just flicked out his long, sticky tongue and caught his dinner.
Gecko could do things the other animals only wished they could do. He could run up trees and across branches, hanging on by the tiny hooks at the end of his toes. If he lost his tail, he grew a new one, stronger than the last. Gecko loved to prowl around at night.
His loud call,
Gekko! Gekko!
woke the jungle animals from their sound sleep.
Oh, they considered him a careless,
self-centered fellow.
However, Gecko had his reasons. Sometimes Woodpecker drummed on his tree all through the night, keeping Gecko awake. Other times, just as he was dozing off, fireflies would gather in great numbers. They would fly around him, lighting up the evening sky with their red and yellow spots glowing like sparks of fire.
One evening, the fireflies gathered around Gecko's banyan tree.
It began with one small, single flicker.
The rest of the fireflies flashed in response,
Sending waves of light up and down the jungle.
Their sparks were so bright,
They seemed to change night into day.
the fireflies flashed on, hour
After hour.
Until Gecko could stand it no more. Gecko! 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 He called, wearily trudging up the hill to consult Rodden, the jungle's chief.
This had better be important, said Chief Rodden, dragging himself out of bed. It's the middle of the night.
No, it is important, Chief. I can't sleep. The fireflies keep flashing their lights.
The lion smiled. Well, we seem to have the same problem. The fireflies disturb you, and you disturb me.
Yes, I wouldn't complain, sir, but I just can't sleep.
I'll look into it, Rodden promised. Early the next morning, the lion paid a visit to the fireflies, asking, "Why do you bother others? Night is to be a peaceful, quiet time in our jungle."
Well, the fireflies answered meekly, "We'd mean no harm by our flashing. Woodpecker was drumming all night, sending signals of alarm. We were just passing his message along."
Rodden had no trouble finding Woodpecker. His loud hammering echoed far and wide. "Please explain your endless tapping," demanded the lion.
Woodpecker explained quickly. Black Beetle leaves manure all over the jungle path. She must be stopped before we all get sick from this filthy dung. I've been tapping to warn the others.
This is a serious matter, Rodden agreed. I will find Beetle immediately.
Black Beetle, plump and gleaming like polished copper, was busy rolling her filthy loads when Chief Rodden arrived. Beetle stopped working and humbly explained, "Water Buffalo strolls down the path often, sir, and drops his patties of manure as he walks. I'm only doing my duty by clearing the pathway."
Rodden, worn out by all the complaining, set out for home. Before leaving, he instructed Black Beetle, "Send Water Buffalo to me the moment you see him."
Water Buffalo rushed to Chief Rodden's home, ready to defend himself. Nobody understands my work. Rain makes huge potholes in the jungle path. I leave my dung on the pathway to fill up those holes, making it easier for all to travel.
The lion let out a roar that shook the jungle. Weary from the endless complaints, yet unwilling to give up, Rodden decided to speak directly to rain. He set out for Gunung Batur, a tall mountain where rain is always near.
Storm clouds gathered as the lion lumbered up the mountain. The blowing winds made his climb very difficult. When he reached Gunga's highest peak, Chief Rodden roared loudly.
Rain, why are you ruining the jungle pathways and causing so many problems for the animals?
While waiting for Rain's reply, Chief Rodden dropped to the ground in exhaustion.
Looking out over Bali, he saw sparkling rivers, blue skies filled with drifting clouds, and endless hills of green. Raindrops fell, cooling his tired body, giving new life to all the jungle. Wind blew his worries far, far away. Rodden then understood that he had asked a very foolish question. Resting there, he marveled at the beauty of his island. He thought of all who benefit from rain, the colorful birds, the strong animals, and even the lowly mosquitoes. Rodden smiled as he walked home, enjoying the life around him on his way. When he arrived home, Chief Rodden summoned Gekko and the other complaining animals. The chief spoke sternly. Think of the gifts that rain gives to us. Rivers, the many plants of the jungle, and the food we eat. And may I remind you, Gekko, that without rain, there'd be no mosquitoes. And without mosquitoes, you would be a hungry and unhappy fellow.